I just wanted to share something that was on my mind ever since this conference yesterday. Well, lots of stuff's been on my mind, so I'm going to probably be sharing a lot of stuff, just FYI. But yeah, I was thinking about this woman. It was just really cool because there was these two people. One was this really great author, and then this other woman, she was there, Kate Swenson. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She's at Findings Cooper's Voice. She's got an Instagram, and that's what it's called, and she's written books and, all this cool stuff. And I've been following her because I'm a fellow mom, on this journey. And it was just really cool to hear her story and everything. And one of the things that stuck out to me was the fact that she had asked the city that she lives in for a fence, right? Because her son was a runner. If you know anything about kids with autism, they like to run away, and it's really hard to get them sometimes. And she would literally have to like go into her garage and like park, shut the door, and then let her kid out of the car and then open the doors, because that kid would be just gone, and yeah, stressful, crazy. So she had a 4-foot fence and she wanted a 6-foot fence, and because of her son. And she was asking for it, and her town said no, no. And most of us would have given up, but she was not that person, and so she fought it, and she went to court, and all this stuff, and she won, awesome, right? But it was just really cool because she did that, right? And so it just made me think of the situation I'm having with my kids' school district right now. We have a system where it's either black or white, like your kid's either severe enough or not severe enough, like there's no middle, there's no gray area for them, which is what my kid needs. He needs the gray area class. And it just really is hard. And, if there's not going to be that gray area, we just really want to get that support for them in the class, right? If you're going to force them to do this, if you're going to force the teachers to do this, then, give everybody that support, right? So that's why I had went to that board meeting to talk to them and just remind them, hey guys, we need some help over here. So, we're all struggling, the kids, the teachers, everybody's struggling, right? So I went there to do that. And it's funny because I was talking to a mom just yesterday too. After the event, I went to a friend's house, and she was saying how she was so frustrated because, of what's going on. And I said, and she asked me about how the board meeting went and everything. And I told her, what had happened and everything. And she was just like, and she lives closer to there, okay? And she was off work by then, by the time of the meeting. For me, I had to leave work early. I had to sit through traffic. I had to, rush over there, and I live farther. It was just a lot more for me. And so for someone like her, it was a lot easier. But she didn't go because she was so tired, she said. And she said that she didn't think it was worth it, and that there was no point why. That only the reason only anything would change is if a parent was on the school board with a child with autism. And I thought maybe, but also maybe we have to also speak up, and I've thought, nothing will ever change if we just wish for it and hope for it. And to have that mentality is just kind of sad, but it was like, that's why nothing's changing right now. That's why this is happening, and it's been going on, And so it just really made me think about it. But going back to that mom, the with the fence, she had asked her social worker, like, hey, because I guess it got done through Medicaid. And so she was like, hey, why did you fight me so much, to her caseworker? And the caseworker said, because if we do it for you, we have to do it for everybody. And then something clicked. I was like, oh my gosh, that's why no one is doing anything for these kids, no matter how many phone calls we make, how many emails we write, they don't want to do it for that reason. And it just sucks, So I'm like, what the heck? So you better believe I'm going to still show up at those meetings, and I'm going to try to bring as many people as I can. And hopefully we can get something to change. But that just really resonated. I was like, what the hell? Because these are kids that you're depriving of what they need. These are families who are struggling, and they're just straight up depriving them because they don't want to have to do it. And it's like, but that's what our tax dollars go for. That's what you're supposed to do when you work for the city or the state or the school district. That's the job you signed up for, isn't it? I don't know. If you don't want to do this job, then get out of there and let someone who wants to do that job do it. I mean, it just really blows my mind and pisses me off. So, if you're going through that situation, whatever kind of situation, please fight. You have a chance, more than you really think. And it's because people are not standing up and fighting and speaking up that things are not changing. So I just had to get that off my chest. So that's all. Have a great night.